building the Lamborghini Gallardo from Vinwiki, Ed Bolian, and SWAE into a Gambler 500 / Hoopty Cross race car after this sweet intro. Welcome to Drink Smoke Build. I'm Billy D, and today we're going to talk about the Lamborghini Gallardo that Ed Bolian owns and is selling for $35,000. Now, we'll go ahead and get into the build and what I plan on doing with it first, but after that, I want to talk about how I plan on funding it and what I plan on doing with it after we do the build. So the first thing that we need to do to make this Lambo off-road ready is give it some off-road tires. And then, of course, we need to put it in an off-road situation. And then after the off-road tires and put in an off-road situation, why not a roof rack? And then, of course, some stuff to go in that roof rack, like gas cans and a spare tire. And then probably a light bar on the front of the roof rack as well. And then after that, let's go ahead and throw some stickers on it. So there you have it. That's what I would do with the Vinwiki and SWAE Lamborghini Gallardo. Turn it into this awesome Hoopty Cross Gambler 500 build and take it to all of the Hoopty Cross and Gambler 500 events that I can in 2022. So after I finished building this Lamborghini Gallardo into a off-road monster, I would take it to as many Hoopty Cross and Gambler 500 events that I could throughout the country in 2022, ultimately ending at the Mint 400 in Las Vegas. Now, I know that there are some other builders out there that have made off-road Lamborghinis like the Jumpicon from B is for Build. I think that's awesome, but I haven't seen anybody take a stock Lamborghini and keep it mostly stock, except with some off-road tires, a roll cage, a roof rack, and some lights, and then of course some cool stickers and maybe a different paint job. Actually, most definitely a different paint job. I don't think that I would want to stick with that hideous orange color, although I might. But I would probably go with some other loud color, like maybe a bright red, a bright blue, a bright green, or a bright yellow. So I have seen all of the other videos up to this point and what they say they would do with the Lambo. I think that my idea is not only unique in the fact that I would make it into an off-road build and actually race it, part of that is I would also allow you guys to be able to race it at the Hoopty Crosses as well. Now, the only catch is that I would not be able to fund this on my own. Like many of the guys have said in these videos that they'd have to come up with some way to be able to fund this buy at $35,000. So my plan would be to crowdsource this build using something like GoFundMe. And then what I would do is I would set my goal at probably somewhere around $50,000 to $75,000, because every single dime of that would go into the car build and to get it to the races and race it at those races. Now, anybody that donated a certain amount, I would say probably $500 or so, would get the opportunity to race this at those Hoopty Cross races as well. So crowdsourcing this to be able to build it, take it to these races in as many places as I can in the United States, and then those people that had donated money to this GoFundMe would get the chance to race this Lambo themselves. So I think that this is definitely the coolest idea. Take this awesome Lambo, build it into an even more awesomer off-road build, take it to these Hoopty Cross races. You guys that help fund it get a chance to race it, And then after 2022, or as long as it lasts before breaking and not being able to race it anymore, then we would take it and probably donate it to either the HooptieCross organization so that they could rent it out as a rental for their races, or donate it to another good cause of your guys' choosing. So make sure that you vote for this video, that you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if this video makes it into the final 5 or 10 or whatever the final number is that Ed Bolian is going to go through and then have you guys vote on, I won't put that GoFundMe up until it makes it into that top 5 or 10. So make sure you guys hit that like button, leave a comment below, and let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Billy D, peacing on out.